the triumphant one returneth. Returneth with green Kit Kats. So, green tea Kit Kat. I was going to eat my, I got this from Hellmart. It's probably like some of the worst stuff you can eat too. Carrot cake cookie sandwich. When I had it before I left, like literally the day before I left, it was delicious. I didn't see the expiration date. It says used by December 5th. Yeah, because it was pretty rough tasting. I love you, Shyla, but I can't give you green tea Kit Kats. They'll kill you. We discovered that one day. Not paying attention to something. Oh, Jesus. But thankfully, I didn't feed her like a whole one. I fed her like pieces of all for what I was eating. So, and I got my stars mug. It didn't die in transit, so. Sorry it's kind of dim in here. I usually do these in my husband's office in the morning. Or during the daytime. We got back like about 9:30, so. As I wear my stars jacket. See? Oh, wait, wrong side. RPD, baby. Oh, wrong arm. Correct arm. Stars. So, yes. I know I'm not supposed to have this until Christmas, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to. It's kind of frosty in here. We came back. It was kind of nippy. I'm like, ooh, some real weather. Not this hot nonsense that they be throwing to me in Florida. So, a little bit about stuff in Japan. You heard the good, you heard the bad, you heard the ugly. Stuff I did not talk about. I actually felt a little more confident, kinda-ish conversing. Now, I did have the cheat thing I was telling you about. There's this phone app where, like, if I type in something in English, it'll translate it into Japanese. And that was invaluable for asking stuff that they will not cover in conversational Japanese classes, like, how much is this wine CD, or how much is a Stars jacket, like, you know, stuff that, like, they don't really cover like that, so, it was invaluable, but, as a whole, the last couple days I was there, we found this place, that had sugar cookies, and I wanted 4. And I was like, Ichini-san, I was like, yon cookie de, yon sugar cookie. And she understood. She like, yon, hi, yon cookie de. So, I could order stuff in Japanese, and I felt a little more confident. Like, speaking Japanese to people, I didn't feel super mega confident, but I know you have gone crazy. I love you. I came home for you, dog. I don't want to come home and then start poisoning you with green tea Kit Kats. So, here, I won't eat any more Kit Kats. You just sit here and let me pet you on the head. My dog, she kind of was the main reason I came back. Because most of the time, like, I don't know about this coming back thing. Because it's never nice. But, yeah. So, I felt a little more confident talking. I mean, I didn't have, like, full-on conversations, because I can't have full-on conversations, but the fact that I could order 4 sugar cookies and say, yon sugar cookie de, and I ordered some donut, like, one of the times I went to the mini donut place, because I went over there a lot, I remember something, again, Shinji Mikami helping me out, I had ordered a donut, and I was like, ni nezu, ni nezu, ni strawberry nezu, and I think that's what donut was, because I remember that, the evil within the refrigerator thing they had going, he looked in the box of donuts when they put that bug in the box of donuts, Shinji, when this is like some little skit they did, and when he was like, ooh, Halloween nezu, and when he opened the box, so that's how I learned what donuts were, so I could order donuts and cookies. And tell people how many I wanted in Japanese and not be like, one, ichi, ni. I could go ichi, ni, san, yon, go. So, I don't think I did go. But it was ni and yon mostly. So, there was that. I'm so proud of myself. before we left, I don't have any money. I think I have like maybe like 1,000 yen and change left. I'm so sad about that. I'm so worried that I'm not going to be able to go back. But before I left, I found a bookstore, and I haven't owned one of these in over 10 years, but I bought the new Winter Gothic Lolita Bible. So, and it has something interesting in here. Something I would have never seen like 10 years ago when I was clocking this. You see that? R-Series? R-Series is a Chinese brand. So, and it says, www.r-series.com.cn. So, they're talking about some of the Chinese, wrong way. They're talking about some of the Chinese brands now. Man, it's come along. Y'all have come a long way, baby. Y'all didn't used to get no kind of respect. Now you're in Gothic Lolita Bible. That is amazing. My mind is blasted. I saw that and I'm like, I had to control myself in the airport because I was like, R-Series? Not R-Series, R-Series. And it was R-Series. People who did my Take the Crown. Take the Crown dress, which I saw somebody had that. I am lusting over that dress. Screw Angelic Pretty. I am lusting over that Take the Crown dress. But yeah, R-Series. I am so proud of you. You got in a Gothic Lolita Bible. And this is the first one I've owned in like a number of years. I think this is volume 58. The last one I had was like volume 10, 9, or 8. It was in the low. It was early on. So, that was one of the things I got. This is the other magazine I got at the joint. Shyla, dog, I love you, and I know you're excited, and I know you want my food, baby. You'd be better off getting food from Daddy. Really? Yeah, really. Oh, mommy. La I always hear Frog say it. La Farfa. So, this is a regular fashion magazine, but it's a Japanese plus-size magazine. So, I am thoroughly amused, and I follow them, and they kind of follow me on Twitter. I don't know why. But yeah, it's got like stuff for the plus-size sisters in Japan. See, chubbies. So yeah, that was cool, and I wanted to pick one up. This is way more affordable than Gothic Lolita Bible now. This was like 700 yen. The Gothic Lolita Bible would be like 13 bucks. See, chubby. So we gotta give it up to my Japanese plus size compatriots. So I will support this magazine every time I can. So I gotta let my dog out. Pardon me, because she's looking like, come on, you can leave. I'm not gonna hold you hostage. Go get some food from Daddy. Daddy likes giving you food. Mommy does too. It's just I can't. I will poison you. I will poison this dog and she's here dead and I'm down. What the hell is this? I don't know what this is. I didn't even know they put that in there. Got a couple of last minute Christmas gifts from some family members. And I'm not going to show any of the Christmas gifts. That's got to be a surprise for them. But this is the last thing I purchased for me from my darling friends at Book Off. Oh my God, me and Book Off. I could spend years in their store and just never be satisfied. So they had, and I wish I could have taken a picture of it. If I was still in the Metal Gear, it would have been amazing. They had this big, gigantic Metal Gear Ray for like $400, 400 US. It was expensive. Maybe it wasn't 400. Was it? I can't. No, it was 400. It was expensive. It was huge. It took up most of the room in that one part of the display case. I was like, wow. If I still love, actually, even though I don't love Metal Gear, that was kind of like something I was like, I wish I could own that, but there is no way I could have shipped that at all. Because it was huge. But, years and years ago, there was this anime I used to like called, Sayuki. And I fell in love with the animator, Kazuya Minakura. So, this is one of her art books. I have, like, a couple of her art books. This is the only one I have currently with me in Florida. The other ones are still in Philadelphia. It's been a long time since because I saw this sitting up there, and I was like, oh, snap. If it's still sitting there when I leave, I'll get it. Because I just didn't want to get it, and, you know, I just wanted to make sure, you know, I just wanted to get it as a last-minute thing. So, I heard a lot of tragic stuff happening in Miss Minakura. Kazuya Minakura is her, it sounds like a man, but I remember reading years ago that she never considered herself like a girl because she's not feminine. She said she always drank too much, smoked too much, and laughed too loud. So she didn't consider herself feminine. So that was part of the reason why she calls herself Kazuya Minakura. Because she doesn't consider herself to be feminine enough to be, like, whatever her real name is. So, I heard a lot of tragedies befell her. Like, she had to have a hysterectomy. And, like, she had, like, I guess, cancer in the jaw. And they had to remove parts of her jaw. So, she's had a really tough time. She's one of the few, like, manga artists that I would just kill to meet her, because she just seemed like such a very, like, real cool and interesting woman. But I'm so sorry all these terrible things have been happening, Minakura. I love you still. I will support you any way I can. If there's anything I can do for you, Miss Minakura, I will be happy to do it. If you want me to have some babies for you, I'll totally do it. So, I don't know. But yeah, so I picked up this. I looked in this. At first, I thought I had this art book. I don't think I have this art book. I had Backgammon 1, 2, and I do believe 3. I don't have Salty Dog. So, I'm glad I picked this up. So, this was a good find. And this is only $10. So, you get this at an anime con. It's probably going to be like 50, 60 bucks. So, this is a good find. I'm glad I found this. And I don't talk about Sayuki a lot anymore. I even liked her Arizo Private High School Executive Student Council Committee. I have a bootleg anime. Don't tell nobody, but I got like a bootleg of that anime. That was a good anime too. I love that anime. It had me on the floor. So that was a good anime. I need to watch that. I need to break that out. I came home and I tried to play Biohazard because I had a spring, and the spring is too big, so I gotta get a slightly smaller, probably less bulky spring, and it'll probably work. So, there is that. I am gonna play that, but make no mistake, I am at least gonna die trying to play it. So, I just need a smaller, thinner spring, and I should be able to get that to work. That and Gunner's Heaven. I'm dying to play Gunner's Heaven too. This is something I totally didn't think about when I was talking about when I bought the Biohazard game, the director's cut. I finally have the Japanese opening where people were like running from the dogs and stuff. I finally have that opening. I tried to buy that game 6 Ways from Sunday back in the day to try to get the Japanese opening where dude's arm is all, like, the hand is still holding on the gun and, like, dude gets eaten by the dog. I finally have that. Oh my god. It's taken, like, what, 20-something odd years to finally pull it together, but I got it. I got it. So, I can't wait to start playing that. I wish there was a way I could broadcast me playing it, but PlayStation 1s, especially first-gen PS1s, don't have, like, you know how, like, I can do, like, live streams? They don't have that on there. Please. There was no such thing as live streams of anything. Like, a live stream. You're talking live stream in 1995. You were in the woods looking at a stream live and in person. That's what a live stream was back then. There was no such thing as a live stream in 95. We barely had internet in 95. If you did, it was in DS. It was either barely having DSL or you still had to dial up with the crazy noise. Y'all kids will never know the struggle because it was real as anything. It was real as hell. Let me just say it. It was real. That was real. Oh, the struggle. Oh, my internet, my whatever line is that. Please. The struggle was 95. Go back to 1995 and deal with dial-up. See how far. You want to stream something? Please. You look at, you got half a picture done. That alone something like taking up a lot of capabilities, so. But Japan was great. Oh God, I need to go back. I need to be back there right now. We landed in Tampa. The only thing I thought was, why can't they see saying welcome to Tokyo? Welcome to Tokyo Narita Airport. And then they say everything in Japanese. Then I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, they don't have awesome toilets with the bidet toilets. That's just not the same. I miss Japan. I mean, as harsh and horrifying as it is, pretty much, me and my husband calculated it out. We have been traveling for 22 hours. From the time we left the hotel, from the time we got out of our room, our hotel room, to getting in the door and getting situated, it was 22 hours. That's a day. So, it's rough, but I would do it anytime. Because when Japan calls, you gotta take the charges. You can't be like, well, I can't. No, you can. You always can. So, like I said, my suggestion is, you want to go to Japan? Don't hesitate. Don't be like, oh no. Go. Just go. Get the money together and go and experience it. Because I'm telling you, I know a certain company likes to be considered the happiest place X, but the happiest place X is Tokyo. I mean, I had a rough week, but a rough week in Tokyo is not even close to a rough week in Tampa. A rough week in Tampa, you just be shaking your head like, oh my God. We almost got into a car accident. Not even like 10 minutes on the road. Somebody, my husband is bonafide in his lane. This chick, no headlights, no turn signal, of course, and she just wandering right over in the lane. My husband was like, "Big, come on now, lady." She just driving like, oh, I don't know what's going on in my life, and just not paying attention to the universe around her, and almost crashed right in. And that was my car. She almost crashed into my ride. She had crashed into me. I would probably be arrested right now. The pummeled that chick half to death because she was being stupid and almost crashed into my ride. I don't appreciate it. So, oh my God. So yeah, no, see that exactly. Bad day in Tokyo. Even throwing up seafood noodles was not as bad as not even here 10 minutes, not even here a full hour, and you almost getting in a car accident. You tell me. So I'm gonna go and go drink more stuff out of my Stars mug. I'm so happy these made the trip because these were in my suitcase and they were roughing my suitcase up. They were like punching it. I'm like, oh my God, please Lord, let my bugs be fine. So I'll see y'all later. Later.